to the Chris Beytes podcast. That's me. I'm Chris Beytes, editor-in-chief at GrowerTalks magazine. And in this series of podcasts, I'm going to introduce you to some of the winners of our annual GrowerTalks Young Grower Award. I'm going to pick their brains about what they love about the industry, their daily challenges, their triumphs, their failures, best decisions, and their dumbest mistakes. And hopefully we'll get some words of wisdom from them too. I hope you enjoy it. Today, my Young Grower Award-winning guest is none other than the 2025 winner, this year's winner, Isabela Chamorro. Did I get that right, Isabela?
You got it right, Chris.
Welcome to the Chris Beytes podcast. I haven't done many of these, so you're kind of a guinea pig. I hope that's going to be all right for you.
Hopefully. Thank you for having me.
We'll see. We can edit this thing really hard if we need to. So you won the Young Grower Award in 2025. What was that like?
It was shocking. I was not expecting. There was good competition there. I mean, the other two finalists, they were amazing. Their background, I was shocked. But it is an honor.
Do you have any idea why you won? Other than the fact that you deserved it.
No idea, honestly. No, I mean, they're not going to tell me probably, but I mean, I did something good, so.
You did something good. Very, very impressive. And here you are. Let's hold this up make sure I can see that. There you are in the September 2025 Grower Talks on the cover of the magazine, and here's the spread on the inside. That's fun stuff right there. And I've never been on the cover of GrowerTalks magazine. I've been in it for 32 years, but I've never been on the cover. But Jen Zerko called the editor and the writer of the story called you the risk taker. Why do you think she called you the risk taker?
Well, my life, it has been about like taking chances. So like it started like back in Nicaragua, like applying for an internship here. Then going back to Nicaragua, there was like a big chance. They say no, but I'm like, okay, what I have to lose, Like why I'm not gonna apply again.
Well, you've jumped way ahead there. Nicaragua and you've mentioned other places. Where do you work right now, and what do you do there? Let's start there.
I work for Mahoney's Garden Center.
And that's in where? Where do you work and live?
Massachusetts. Yes.
Massachusetts. I sensed that Yankee accent. Is that what I'm hearing?
Really?
Yankee
This is a mix of.
Say park the car in the Harvard Yard.
Oh, come on. I'm learning English. I can't say that.
You are a native Nicaraguan, correct?
Yes.
Born in Nicaragua. So
born and raised in Nicaragua.
How did you discover horticulture in Nicaragua? Talk about what got you into our field in the first place.
Okay, so my dad, he was a horticulturist, and then my grandpa, just for a hobby, it was like he had greenhouses growing bell peppers and tomatoes. So everything started there, and then I ended up in agriculture college.
So horticulture and agriculture was just part of the family. You grew up around it, raised around it. Sometimes that pushes people away. They see it's hard work, it's hot, it's sweaty, it's dirty. What do you like about it?
I love the contact with the dirt, like the contact with the nature. It was just organic, natural, like, it was simple, like nothing fancy. It's just there, coexist with the nature. So it was perfect. It was like, okay, I want this.
Yeah. So you went to horticulture school. You said your dad is a horticulturist. Did he also go to horticulture school? Is he a trained professional horticulturist?
No. Actually, he was like, you know what? No more of school. And he just like kept going. Yes. He kept going like by himself, and he jumped into the whole experience of like free solo. So yes, he did, and he was the first one to export pitaya, dragon fruit,
Oh,
back
really?
in the 90s. Yes,
Dragon
yes,
fruit. The actual the finished fruit.
dragon fruit. Yes, the finished fruit.
So do
Yes.
you know how to grow dragon fruit?
No,
Well, you can get some
I know
advice.
how to eat it
You can
though.
put me in touch with your dad, though. We actually have a couple of dragon fruit
I
plants in our yard down here in Orlando now, since that's something we can grow.
really
My wife's kind of gotten hooked on them, so we've got a few, and I'm actually going to make.
the
You know
red
how you
one.
blow them up a thing, and then they cascade. I'm going to build some of
Yes.
those forms for them. We'll talk
Is it
about
the
that
red
later.
one or the white one?
Well, we want all of them.
All of them? Okay.
You got to collect dragon fruit anyway. Okay, so
Yes.
you go to horticulture school in Nicaragua. You got a degree
Yes.
in horticulture.
Yes.
Then what? What happened next
Mhm.
on your adventure?
And then I started working for Ball Las Limas.
Ball
That it
flora
was like
plant.
Ball Flora plant. Yes, that it was like down the street from my house. That was my first job. And thank you, Alex Meneses, because he put hopes on me after just graduating, like fresh out of college. And I started there. I was with them 2 years. Propagation, I was with operation, sanitation, you name it. I
I've
was
been
everywhere.
there a couple of times. I know Alex well, and I've written about it. That's an important job. I mean, you're propagating cuttings, unrooted cuttings
Yes.
for the Western Hemisphere, all the biggest, most important growers, and you can't mess that up. You must have learned some really good things about growing down there, techniques and protocols
Yes.
and things.
It was, I saw it as a like, okay, I'm not going to go to college for a master, but this is going to be my master degree. For me, ball is like, that's nirvana. That's nirvana. Yes.
So Nirvana, but only 2 years in Nirvana.
I know. Well, it was like, I was like, okay, I want to go. I was in my 20s, early 20s. So I was like, I want to go and explore a little bit.
Oh, you didn't want to
But
set
it's, yeah.
yourself as like, this is my career and my life. I'm, at my first job
Yeah.
and my last job. You wanted to get out
No.
exploring. So was Mahoney's the first opportunity to leave Nicaragua, or did you do other travels?
No. So I did 1 year by myself at the farm. I started with corn, just simple like other vegetables, simple stuff by myself. So that was a great
Was this your
experience.
grandfather's farm or
Yes, my grandfather farm. And after that, after I spent like a whole year enjoying myself, I'm like, okay, no more. We're gonna like go serious. And my mom, she found the website of International Student Exchange, and I apply. And then Mahoney's, it's funny because Mahoney's is a customer for Las Limas Bowl. So I was in charge of putting the claims if there was a claim, and I always saw there the name Mahoney's Garden Center. So I was kind of like familiar already, and I mean, they hire me. They say yes, and I was telling Jennifer that, and you were there at the lunch at dinner
dinner? We had a
in
nice
Ohio.
young grower dinner with all the finalists. You didn't know you were a winner at the time, but you got to dine with Anna Ball and the editors of GrowerTalks
Yes.
and some other dignitaries. It's always a fun time. So what happened?
It was an honor. It was fun.
What happened there that you were about to talk about?
Oh yes. So dinner, I was telling everyone that when I went into the plane and the plane started going right from Nicaragua to Massachusetts, and I didn't know. Like I was like, okay, it's already 2 hours. Excuse me, when we're gonna land? And it's like, oh, there's still like 4 hours. I'm like, wait a minute. So where's Massachusetts? I was like oblivious. I'm like, where? I thought it was. I mean, I knew it was East Coast, but not this far north. When I land, I grab my tablet. I'm like, where am I? And I call my mother, Mom, I'm almost in Canada. What's going on? But
You did
yes,
take a
and
risk. You took a risk.
that was a big risk. And it was worth it, though. It was worth it.
Yeah. What were your first few days or weeks in Massachusetts like? Talk about the culture shock of coming to America. And was this your first time out of Nicaragua or out of
No,
Central America?
no,
Where?
no. Thank God I had the opportunity since I was a little one to be like vacation, like visiting family. So I like to travel.
What other countries have you been to?
No. Well, I've been in Jamaica. I've been in Cayman,
The
Islas
Cayman Islands?
Caymanes. Sorry.
Yeah, the
Yes,
Cayman
there.
Islands? Yeah. But you've been to the US
Yes.
before.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have my checklist with states.
All right. But Massachusetts was not on that list, I guess.
Massachusetts, not the East Coast. Well, like Florida, yes, but not all the way up.
Right. So you'd been to Florida. Where else in the States had you been
Yes.
before you moved to Massachusetts?
I've been in Colorado. I have been in Wyoming, California,
Oh, it's an unusual place.
Texas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
No, well, I went to Wyoming just to check universities.
Ah, okay. But the culture shock of Massachusetts, though. I was actually
Culture shock.
I lived in Massachusetts for the first 2 years of my life, and then lived in New Hampshire.
Yes.
So my family's from New England, so I'm very familiar with. In fact, we go all the way back to the Mayflower. That's how far back on my father's side the history with Massachusetts goes in my family. So,
Uh-huh.
so if you know the town
Wow.
of Plymouth, my aunt lived in Plymouth, and we'd visit there all the time. So that's where my dad grew up.
Plymouth.
Yep,
Mhm.
Plymouth, Mass, right on the coast. Anyway, you tell me about your time in Massachusetts.
My time in Massachusetts, the first week it was cold. I came in April, so it was like that transition to cold, and so that was brutal. I started planting my first week. It was planting perennials, all the bare roots, the spring
Perennial,
planting.
something I'm sure you were very familiar with as a Nicaraguan horticulturist, right?
Yes.
Hostas and daylilies and all of those
Exactly.
things. What was that
So-
like? Seeing all these hundreds and hundreds of strange crops you'd never grown before. Had to be intimidating.
It was. I was so afraid of like planting like the other way, like facing the other way. I mean, peonies was like, when I started planting peonies, I was like, okay, which one is the, because sometimes they don't have, you can't even see the eyes there. I'm like, okay, where should I go? Which way? But you learn, you ask. That's how I survive. I ask every single thing.
Your English had to have been good enough by then to communicate with everybody, right? You had good English?
It was proper.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Your English is better than mine right now. You've learned a lot in a few years.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you. No, I have improved. After 7 years, I nonstop speaking English. Here, it's like rare if I speak Spanish, only if I'm on the phone with my mother. Mm-hmm. Or I used to work in a restaurant, a Mexican restaurant, so that was my chance to speak Spanish a little bit.
I don't think you'll lose it, though. In this industry, it's very handy to have Spanish and English, for sure. So the culture shock. What were some of the cultural shock things that you remember? Whether it's the people, the interesting accents up there. You know, could you understand what Bostonians were saying? Food, anything like that.
The slang, for sure. All the slang. Yes, like all this different, like I will say, they say here bubbler for the water.
Water fountain.
For like the water fountain, and it's bubbler. Mm-hmm. Or like the remote. I was like, where's the control? Control? Oh, you mean the clicker? I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, the clicker, fine. Or I don't know. Or like the iced coffee. It's the middle of winter and everyone is having an iced coffee. I'm like, no, I don't think so. No, they're Massachusetts, like the whole New England. I think they're very welcome and very warm souls.
Warm souls.
They
Yeah.
like to
You
help.
have to be in a cold climate like Massachusetts. Yeah. So
Yes.
you started out growing perennials, then you moved into annuals, right? It sounds
I
like you've
moved
done.
into animals. Yeah,
I was going to say it sounds like you've done a lot at Mahoney's. You've been there 7 years now. You said.
7 years.
Yeah. So what kind of things have you done at Mahoney's, and what have you learned?
So my first 2 years, I started working, helping with perennials, and then assisting in the animal yard because it was retail. It was not
Mhm.
just growing.
And Mahoney's is a
So
retail grower, I should mention for those folks who don't know. So you went from a large offshore cutting production farm run by the world's largest breeding company, Ball Horticultural Company, Ball Floroplant, to a retail grower in Massachusetts. That's a big difference there. Yeah. Anyway, continue on the things you've
and
done there at Mahoney's.
yes, so I like at the beginning I applied to work just in growing here at Woburn facilities, but they were all like, nope, we have the team already. So they sent me to Chelmsford store, and they do the growing and the retail. So they from perennials they put me on the animal yard, just assistant. I was like, how do you call that? Like a float, like going from here to there,
A
like
floater,
everywhere.
kind of a
A
floater.
floater.
Yeah.
And I was watering, I was like putting the product on the tables, helping customers, helping to design their planters. I don't know. And then I jump in the register. Why not? Why not? They needed like a cashier to cover the lunch of everyone, and then they needed someone to receive the product and to help a nursery to like put the product. So I was everywhere, to be honest,
But you've got a
and
degree
I
in
love it.
horticulture. At any time did you feel like it was beneath you? Like why am I in a cash register on a Saturday or a Sunday, probably, right?
Fun fact: I love to work weekends.
Do you?
I love to work weekends. Yes,
Which is good if you're in the
yes,
retail
it's it.
business.
Yes, it is. It is. But the only reason I like to work weekends it's because back home the weekends it's for the family. It's just dedicated for family. And here the family, my family, we work. We're
The
working.
nursery. The nursery is your family now, right? Yeah.
Yes.
The Mahonies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're working. So I'm like, okay, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But going back, no, I felt that it was, no job. It's like under my degree. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I feel that I'm learning that every single things of this company, and at the end, 7 years later, it helped me to be where I am
Well, you kind of so where are you now at Mahoney's? What is your current job? Are you still a
right
floater? Still
now.
running the register?
No, no, no. I mean, if I have to, I will not mind because I know how to run it and well. But right now, I took over all the perennials. When I say all over, it's like perennial head grower for Woburn and 3 stores, and I'm working on the buying. So what we buy for retail, I will take care of that, and what we grow, I will plan the growing.
So you
So
grow the
where I'm
plants, you buy in from other growers, and having worked the retail side on the weekends, you know what customers are looking for, what they like, what they don't like. That's got to be a great connection as a grower.
Yes.
Yeah, look at you
Yes.
smiling
I
on
really
that.
like because it's just a balance, like right now I have all the puzzle of like what we're growing here in the main greenhouses and what the other 3 stores are growing.
Mhm.
So we can plan the buy-in. Just like this is gonna be the first year doing it, but I'm thinking like 2027, like in the future, this is gonna be perfectly level.
Wow.
And it just makes me like excited about it. Like, yes.
Now, somebody there at Mahoney's it was John who nominated you for the award. John
For
Peruccio.
Coco.
Yeah,
For Coco.
he said that you have a willingness to teach and a willingness to help, both. And you talked about the helping, but talk about the willingness to teach as well. How do those work, and why have they? I want to know: is that a philosophy of your work life, or is that a philosophy of
It
your life?
it just probably comes because from like my religious background. I don't know. I try to be a good human. I feel that everyone needs help, honestly, and I wish I could give more in a different way, but uh, my way is like helping. If I see someone that it needs, it has is stuck on something, and I know how to do it, why not? If I can pick up something from someone, like, why not? It's just simple stuff. Some people are afraid to ask for help, and so I'm always there, offering like, hey, do you need help? Are you okay with this? And um, I don't know. Sometimes I have been in that situation that I need help, and I'll be like, okay, hopefully someone asks, like, hey, do you need help? Sometimes for me, it's
You
like
said you
hard
did
to
ask.
ask.
You asked for a lot of help, especially early on. You still do.
Yes, 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 yes. I learn. I learn to ask questions. I learn to ask for help because why not? Why not? That's how we learn.
Yeah,
That's how
and I
we learn.
assume you're a manager now. You have employees under you.
Yes, like
Do
my right now, the whole growing and the whole buying, that's management position. And yes, I have a lot of people
so
working,
what's
yes, with
some?
me.
And you're young from, well, not young for a manager. You've done a lot. You've been there for 7 years. You've earned it. But what if some of your philosophies of management, and where did you get them from?
Communication, I think that's the biggest is the communication. I just I that my philosophy comes from because I was there. I was on the retail, and I know that communication it from the store to here to the office to the health department, it's crucial if you want this to work. So that's how it comes from. And I'm always like visiting and asking them, hey, do you need help? How can I support? Like I'm excited about spring. Probably I'm the only here psychotic that wants spring to come right now because I want to go there and help. Start like seeing all the product and see how well all this is gonna work.
Yeah. Now,
So yeah.
now you had a health challenge early on in your career, fairly early on in your career up there. Talk about that a little bit. What happened,
that
and
was
how did it affect you?
Yeah, that was May 2020, in the middle of COVID. We were starting with COVID, and I had a rupture brain aneurysm. It was hiding there.
A brain
I didn't know.
aneurysm
A brain aneurysm,
in May
yes.
of 2020. Gracious.
So,
What happened? I
yes,
mean, what
fly
happened
med.
when it happened?
I just, I just went down. Like, I just went down. I don't remember much.
Were you
Just
at the
what
greenhouse at the time, at the nursery?
No, I was at home. I was at
Okay.
home. I was with my boyfriend, and yeah, he called 911.
Yeah. Goodness. So how long did it take? You've recovered amazingly.
It took me. I spent 3 weeks in the ICU, and then when I was in the ICU, I got pneumonia. So I almost crossed the rainbow bridge twice there, and then I recover, thank God. Like I'm very Catholic, and like I always put that there was 80% coming from Jesus Christ, and the other 20 because I tried to cheer me up.
God has
I
plants for you to
I have to
grow,
help.
my dear. God has plans and
Yes,
plants.
I'm gonna say my room it was covered with flowers, so that
I
helped
bet.
me.
I bet. I bet.
Yes.
And you've always, I'm sure you've always been this upbeat, optimistic, helpful person. How did that near
Yes.
death experience change you and make you even more of who you are?
Well, it's a blessing that I came out from all this without paralysis or like an impediment to speak or I'm okay. I'm okay. But yes, it was challenging because there were things that I was not able to do, like lift. I usually lift heavy at work, and I was like, no, I can't. My hair, I lost all my hair. It was like it was
Wow.
a big change, yes, but you know, everything passed. The storm will pass, and it did. Really healthy right now, like 100% recover and trying to give my best. And one day, hopefully, I can help people that they're going through that situation because it's not a pleasant situation.
Was it
It's
extra
hard.
scary being away from home, being in a new country when this happened?
You know, I'm gonna say that I'm thankful that family here. It was like having them. I couldn't see anyone. The hospitals were closed. No one was able to go in.
COVID, yeah, this was the beginning of
Yeah.
COVID when everything was so
Hmm.
bad, and you may have been afraid, am I going to get COVID too on top of this?
Oh, I was like constantly asking the nurses, like, "Were you near? Were you near that room there?" And
Yeah.
like, Isabella, we can't tell you. I'm like, come on, yes you can. Just blink, just blink. But my mom was not able. She was in Nicaragua
Yeah, so
and
the
no
family couldn't come
planes.
travel to see you.
Now, my aunt that she lives in Texas, she was not able to come here.
Mm.
And so but I have Mahoney's family, like they were there.
And you
Like
mentioned
whatever
your
I needed.
boyfriend was there and called 911. Who's your boyfriend? Reveal that little secret.
Andrew.
Andrew,
Yes.
and his last name
Andrew
is
Mahoney.
Andrew
Mahoney.
Mahoney. Is that a
Yeah.
coincidence?
Maybe. No, Andrew, God bless him. He was there in the right time, and he called 911, and he stayed with me as like he couldn't go into the hospital, but there he was, FaceTiming and bringing me my favorite food because I needed my chicken tenders.
So
Yep.
how long have you and Andrew been together now?
We have been together 6 years
You're
already.
gonna get. Can I ask if you're gonna get married? Is
Well, I don't know. That will be a question for him. So if he is watching, if he's gonna watch this podcast, Andrew, answer that question.
Come on, Andrew. 6 years. I mean, a nice, an old-fashioned, long kind of a thing. I admire that, but nobody's getting
Yes.
any younger around here, including me. So it's a little
Nope.
service
Just
to
you.
my industry from the podcast world. How about that? All right.
But we'll let you know. We will let you know, Chris, for sure.
Okay, good. I expect an invite. Now, do you feel like you've explored, you're still very young, very new to the industry. Do you feel like you found a niche yet, or are there areas you still want to explore and things you want to grow?
I want to explore the perennial propagation, because I haven't been much into that. I think there's something that I should learn more, but right now I don't have the time.
So
But
the
I
plant
wanna get
materials,
into that.
what are you bringing in? Are you bringing in liners or pre-finished or something like that that you're growing
The
from?
plugs,
Plugs.
The
Okay.
plugs.
So you want to bring in more
Yes.
cuttings and really dig into it that way.
You know, like there's like so much product that we could be growing, but they're like unrooted. So it's hard. It is sometimes hard, or probably it's not hard. I don't know.
No,
But
I
I want to
suspect
try.
maybe
I want to
maybe you'll
learn.
get the opportunity. You'll convince them to build a propagation greenhouse, and there you go.
They have the propagation greenhouse, but they have it for the annuals.
Annuals,
Of course, that's
annuals.
when they like yes.
Yeah.
And some perennials they do some lavender, nepeta, but it's on that process. Also, wait, the gallium, lamium, like things that they just go. They
Mm-hmm.
take really quick.
Quick and
But
easy.
I mean, I'm tempted. I see all these catalogs. I'm like, oh, I want to grow this, and it's like, oh wait, it's unrooted.
Well, if there's suddenly some perennials on one of the annual benches, and you say, I don't know how those got there. Well,
Oh well.
when you start
Well,
profiting and making
last
good
year,
money and saving Mahoney's the cost of a liner.
last year, I was the winter. It was so boring, and Mike Mahoney, he handed me a package of seeds that they collect from the perennial garden. And it's like there's a shortage on the Lignus coronaria. There's like the original, the pink original, and it's like we should plant this. I'm like, okay. So I just went to the prop house and I started like putting the seeds there. I don't know. We end up with like 700 of them, and it worked. It didn't flower, so everyone was like kind of not impressed. I feel like, but I'm like, hey, wait a minute, like 2026 is gonna be the year that is gonna flower. So
Perennials
but
are
we
a
have the
challenge,
plants. We're
and
overwintering them.
you got to be patient with perennials, unlike annuals, right? So
Yes.
so in your career, what's the best decision you've ever made?
Best decision that I ever made. I think it has been like 2019. Um, After like there was like a lot of like no's in 2019 when I went back to Nicaragua, and there was like the odds were not my favor.
This was
But I
after you did your own home farm thing for a year.
no. So yes, but it was like I came in 2018 here, and then I had to go back to
Oh,
Nicaragua.
okay. So you'd been to Mahoney's, went back to Nicaragua, and
And then Mahoney sent me an email saying, "Hey, do you want to come back?" And I'm like, "Of course I want to go back, but I need to go through like, all the steps. Apply again for the internship, and I have to take credits at school. I don't know. It was like so many stuff, but I went through that, and then the lady from the internship, she's like, "Well, there's a big chance that they can say no and this like well, I already have the no. Let's go. It doesn't matter if they say no. I'm not gonna lose anything. It's fine." And I went there and they say yes. So I
oh,
think
that was a big
I
chance.
think and that was a big chance, and it was we're having this conversation here because I took that risk. So
Yeah,
there you go.
and we're having this conversation because you became a Young Grower Award winner too. So that was
Yes,
the
that
thing.
too.
Any regrets in your or missed opportunities in your short career? I can't imagine you have any, but you never know.
No,
Not yet.
so
Huh?
far, no regrets.
Yeah.
So far,
Uh, have you
I'm
got
okay.
any? Do you have any like a proudest moment in the greenhouse as a grower? Something you did with a
Proudest
crop or
moment in
something
the
like that that makes you really like pat yourself on the back.
yes. Oh yes, I have one, a big one. I'm always like, I wanna print it and put it in my desk there. Season 2023, growing perennials. I zero aphids, zero. It was clean. That was like clean. No aphids, no fungus gnats, nothing. So I'm really proud of that.
You better knock on some wood. But so you really mastered the IPM at least that year, huh? But only one season that
Yes.
way?
One season, because the other one I got transferred here because I did
So you
that
inherited somebody
update
else's
transfer.
problems. So you have a
Yes.
chance, you
Yes.
got a chance to do it again.
Yes.
How about, can you admit to any goof ups, mistakes?
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Dumbest thing you ever did with a crop?
Cutting back lavender.
And what happened?
I admit.
Cut all the flowers off?
It took forever to grow back, and I didn't have lavender for the spring, so yeah.
Oh, wow.
I know. I was starting. Hey, that's how I learned. That's how I learned.
You won't do that one again. Have you got any
Ever.
are you living day to day, or do you have a plan for your career?
Right now I'm living day. Right now I'm just like every day I'm gonna work for my honeys and I'm enjoying what I'm doing. Do I see myself in 10 years doing something else? Like already starting something? Absolutely. Yes.
Do you? Because a lot of times people want to start their own greenhouse business. Is that a dream of yours? And what would it look like?
It would look simple. Nothing like 5, 7 greenhouses. I want to be like real. Something that I can start with like just my hands, and I mean, if Andrew wants to jump in the adventure of like growing, but I want to grow perennials. I feel that growing perennials, it just like comes natural, and I really enjoy. So I want to do that 2, 3 greenhouses, nothing crazy. Have my own propagation where I can play finally to like
And sell
grow
perennials to Mahoney?
from. Yeah, yes, why not?
Assuming
Why
you'd still
not?
be in Massachusetts
And I mean,
or anywhere in that neck of the
I see
woods.
it like this. Like I can still work here and have my 3 greenhouses there, and like, and I can buy. You see, like everything is possible, right? Anything is possible. But yes, I want that. That's my goal. Grow perennials. Nothing. I mean, if it grows a lot, the company, it will grow a lot. Like perfect. I have no complaints, but um, I just wanna enjoy the ride.
There you go. What do you do for fun and relaxation? Probably grow plants, but but when
Crochet.
you're not
I
crocheting,
crochet.
do you really?
Really? Yeah. I love like. Right now I'm working on a blanket. And yes,
That does put
like
you.
my
I've
cousin,
never
she
done
is.
it, but I'm sure it puts you kind of in the zone where you're not thinking about perennials.
Nope. I mean, yes, I am. I'm constantly like I dream. I have like perennial fever in the middle of the season. I'm telling you. Like I'm like, move this tray, move this tray. I'm talking. When I'm sleeping, so I'm always there.
Well, that's good. That's good. You live it. You're
I
living
mean,
it. No regrets
Chris,
about horticulture,
I
in other words.
no. I go home, and what we talk at home with Andrew about work. About work. It's like constant about work. so I'm crocheting and I'm talking about work. Like, oh yeah, this plant and this, blah, 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 blah. So there's no stop. About
Yeah.
like,
Well, I'm married
yes.
to a horticulturist, and we had a greenhouse together, so I can relate to that. And our vacations
There you go.
revolve around greenhouses and garden centers. So so there you go.
Oh, when we are on vacation, when we go on vacation is the question, oh my god, do you think that things are getting water? Do you think that someone is like rotating this? So we're a lost cause here.
So I want to wrap up, Isabela, with some advice. One of the reasons we do Young Grower Awards is to reward those younger people. When we say young, we mean under 35, who've decided to devote their careers to our industry. And we want more of you. We want more Isabelas out there, and all the other
Yeah.
young grower winners, and even the finalists. They're all so spectacular, as you mentioned. What's
Oh,
some
yes.
advice to the business owners or the business managers out there who are looking to hire you or folks like you? How do we attract you and keep you?
You know, I'm going to say for an advice to other greenhouses, it's like, give that opportunity to that person who is like willing to learn. Like maybe this person doesn't know all of it yet, like all the technical details on the, but always see the part of like, is this person reliable? Is this person with that passion when talks about this? Is this person, I don't know, like ready to sacrifice the time of her life to like come and like jump in this adventure of growing? I don't know. There's like so many things that I'm grateful that they saw in me, and probably I was not even like seeing that in me, but they did, and thank you. So that's my advice to the companies, the growing companies. And yeah, I mean, other advice is just there is always reward to the ones going the extra mile. There's always that reward, and be constant. Be constant, be patient. This industry is not just like biddity baddity boo and like done. No, this
That's
is
right.
wake up early, have your coffee, and let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. You have to stay after hours just because you couldn't finish watering. You have to. You
Yeah.
have
And
to.
what would you say to, say, junior high or high school kids about horticulture as a career? How would you entice them over here to the world of heat and sweat and cold and dirt and weekends?
It's, right now I see the new generations. It's like a lot of,
Right. I
yes.
can't say that. I'm an
It's
old
and
guy, but you're one of them. So
yeah, I know, but like I mean, there's a 10 years generation, like, and I'm like, put that phone down. Put that phone down. Like, go grab the dirt. Go enjoy. Like, go walk in the woods. Like, be curious. Like, question the nature. Question, like, why is this like this? Why is this leaf different to the other one? Like, be curious. Be curious. Like, that there's another world. I mean, we have the whole answers in world and like in our phone, but on the outside, that's where the questions come from. When you see, when you touch, when you feel on the outside. So that's my advice. I don't know how is the school system here. I don't know much about like in the high school, but yeah, I hope they receive class, or there's like a gardening optional class in every school, like public and private. That will be like a good introduction, like there are kids walking that they don't know their talent, and maybe they will like find it in that class, like, ooh, I grew I don't know, this flower, I like it.
well, I hope, Isabela, that you take the opportunity to work with your local school kids, because I have a feeling you're going to catch some of them. You're going to plant the seed, because I want to get outside in the dirt right now. And I do that every day of the week. And I'm ready to get back outside, get my hands dirty. Isabela Chamorro, thank you so much for the time. Congratulations on being our 2025 Young Grower winner. And I have a feeling it's just the start of interesting things for you. And I want to know what your next adventures are at Mahoney when you get that little greenhouse. And when there's personal news to report, hint, hint. et cetera, et
Yes,
cetera.
I will let you know, Chris. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Thanks a lot. And I hope everybody enjoyed listening to this. Look for the story about Isabela in the September 2025 Grower Talks, which you can find at www.growertalks.com, and send Isabela a copy of it. She'll autograph it for you. Thanks, Isabela.